my gosh. Listen, my computer was like, you're live. And I was like, I don't see nothing. Didn't know I had my thing on. Bam. Hey. Y'all better. Oh, God. What is on here now? I don't have my thing. I'm washing my, hope that helps. I'm washing my makeup thing. Y'all know my makeup cloth? That's what I use to clear off my, camera thing. I'm actually going to do a lot better, guys. I'm getting a camera attachment because this computer, my damn nerves. On my damn nerves. My mom's still not talking to me. Still mad. Love her. Love her. What's up, Baka? Hey, Shonda. Shout out to my moderator, Shonda. Shout out to my moderator, Black Lavender from last live. Thank you so much, Shonda. I can't wait to meet you guys. I can't wait to have a meetup when it's safe. Guys, to be quite honest with you, I'm probably not going to have a meetup till next year. And even then, we'll still wait and see. Just because everybody, like where I live right now, it's like there's no pandemic. Everybody is out. Like stuff is open. No, there are so many people who are not vaccinated and cases are on the rise. Every time, not every time, but whenever I see some dumb stuff happening, I always think back to like how, certain specks of humanity went extinct. And I'm just like, this is how we are. You know what? I did say I want to lose at least like 2 bra sizes, but I just realized I was using my titties as a shelf for my cup, and I was like, oh, I won't be able to do this. But anyway, this is how, humanity goes extinct because people don't listen. People don't listen and people don't care. A lot of people are so heartless. Like there are, like right now where I live, there are restaurants who are having outdoor and indoor dining and everything is packed to capacity. I wanted to see my sister before my sister, went back to work, and we needed to meet in between her, leaving to go to the airport. So I wanted to, go somewhere like to an outside mall and just, meet with her for lunch real quick. We had such a hard time trying to find a restaurant because everything was at capacity. I'm like, wow, I really thought there wouldn't be anybody outside. There were so many people. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing a meetup for a real long time. I'm not going out for a very long time. Kali is terrible. We have no leadership. No competent leadership. Hey, Ashby313. Oh, good for you, B-Fly Nick. Hey, Advice Queen. Oh my God. Well, a Canary said I got my second vaccine shot on Tuesday. It packs a punch. Kicking my butt big time. Why? Why is it kicking your butt? Why is it packing a punch? Why is it packing a punch? Oh, me too, Alex. I'll cut people off too. I'm just like, if you don't care about my life, like, why are we hanging out? Yeah, people do think they're invisible. Hey, Yvette, they're invincible, not invisible. Hey, Yvette. Yvette said, hey, Philly Nick, meet up in the DC area. It's close to Philly, and you get what? What I get? It got cut off. I'm sorry. Hey, Candace. Oh, Simply Simone. That's why my family and I have halted on moving to Atlanta. The last time we went, we were looking at for homes. We were just like, oh, Atlanta is too out for us. I was just like, oh, hell no. I have avoided COVID for an entire year. I'm not, I'm not getting it in Atlanta. The devil is a liar. I don't take that seriously. Why is it packing a punch though? That's why I'm still on. A lot of people get sick the second dose. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, people aren't wearing a mask at Walmart, Danielle? Oh no. That's what I will say, Advice Queen. I will say from people who I know who have gotten a vaccine, they all have been saying go Pfizer, go that route. Oh no, Brittany. Ooh, now I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Yeah, stay masked up. Oh, I'm about that mask life. I am never going to no mask life. I will be the one with a mask. It's not a game. Oh, the second dose is stronger. Whew. A Canary said tired, achy, chills, tired beyond tired. If this is the vaccine, I don't want to know Miss Rona. Oh no. How's Moderna? Oh God. Ashby13 said I got Moderna. It was sick the first 30 hours after the second dose. Ugh. Oh yeah, Shonda. I will stay masked up on the plane. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I will look like the weirdo with a mask. It does not matter. I done bought a bunch of masks to like match different outfits. Oh, I'm going to be about that mask life. I haven't had a cold in a year. No cold, no flu, nothing. I have not had anything. Thank the Lord. But I'm used to having a cold, a flu a couple times a year. Nothing. I'm wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask. I'm alcohol in my hands. Like there's a lot of things that I have changed that I will keep moving forward. It doesn't last 24 hours. Good. Okay. Okay, Candace. Yeah, haven't been sick in over a year. I'm doing all of that. I'm doing all of that. I'm still alcoholing everywhere I go. Alcohol on the table. Every place I go, I'm alcoholing. I got my where is it? Let me show you guys this. I got it at Marshall's. This, I use this to open door handles now. I'll be like, oh, nope, thank you. I don't play around. I don't play around. Nothing. No allergies either. And this is the worst time for my allergies. I'm good. Oh, I'm about that mask life. Yeah, I haven't had anything with my allergies, Advice Queen, but I will be honest with you, I haven't gone outside that much. So that could be that as well. But yeah. And this is our spring. Yeah, I haven't had any allergies yet. Not yet, but I haven't had any allergies. Thank the Lord. We back at it, pretty kitty. Oh yeah, this is that. I got this at Marshall's for like $3, and it just opens, or you can push. Like I use this to push the elevator button. I don't play. Lysol it every night. I don't know about y'all, but where I live in Burbank, but that's where the Walmart is. They have stocked up on that Lysol. I got like 15 cans of Lysol. Walmart got all the Lysol in Cali. So if you live in Burbank, I know that Walmart is a lot. That's why I always, if I have to go to that Walmart, I go when they first open. Go there and get your Lysol. $4. I forgot how much Lysol costs because I was paying 15. Ciao. Oh, Miss Brown Sugar, you did. If you missed 15 to 20 minutes, you missed a lot. This was a good episode. They showed up to work today. I was very proud. Thank you. Guys, make sure you like the video. Yeah, me too. I got a bunch of alcohol wipes and packets as well. Hey, Tony. Tony actually, I'm going to announce it later, but since she's here, Tony was actually the one who won. I'm shipping out your nails on Friday, Tony, who won the, remember when I did my Black owned brands that I love, that video, and I did the giveaway from Savage. Is it Siren? or Cyrene, because I think I said Cyrene, but Savage, one of our beautiful YouTube subscribers, Savage Cyrene shop, or Siren, like a Savage Siren not nail salon, but it's a nail shop where she creates these beautiful nails, press on nails. And Tony was actually one of the winners. I reached out to another winner, but they have forgot that they even participated in the giveaway, and she thought I was a scammer. And I was like, girl, you participated in this giveaway. And then she remembered. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I love your channel. But I wasn't even mad. She was just like, I don't give my address out to strangers, and I don't even remember entering in no giveaway. She read me for filth. And then right after that, it was like, oh wait, I remember. Yes, but Tony, Savage Cyrene shop, they also sent instructions on how to apply the nails, and also a packet to help you do that. So all of that will be coming to you shortly. Missy B2 said, I don't watch Housewives. Oh, so congrats, Tony. Oh, wait. Where is it? Congrats, my love. Wait, Tracy, you make these? What doesn't Tracy make? Yeah, I've been good. I'm about that mask and alcohol life. Oh my gosh, Tracy. Tracy, you are like a Michaels and a Target all in one. Anything you need, Tracy is like, oh, I make that. Work, sis. Work. Yeah, I don't think you should ever take a mask mandate away, especially when you're in a place where there are a lot of people. I think you keep that up. Yeah, you were, Tony. I was so happy that you were excited because I got a totally different reaction. It was so funny. She was just like, who are you? I was like, you entered into the giveaway. You are special, Tony. Really, Eleanor? Let me check. Hold on, guys, because Eleanor says she can't see my last live. Hold on. Come on in the room. Whoa. Come on. Can I see it? In the room, yeah.
And then we have this moisturizing bond. It's a love story between us, especially these days.
Oh, I can see it. It's playing for me.
This is why
and the chat.
Marshalls.
No. And the chat. I look like my grandmother on this live. Ciao. Yeah, I can see. Did I close out the wrong? Oh, yeah, I'm still here. I can see it. I don't know why you can't see it. I'm so sorry. Simply Simone said, shameless plug, Bath and Body Works is having a buy to. Wait, now? Because I'm about to hop off this live. Now? Simply Simone? Or is it, you said this East? Okay. So it hasn't come up yet? Let your girl know. Let your girl know. D best 32. A lot of numbers said. I said the same thing when you hit me up. I thought it was a prank or something. Oh no! But I didn't mind that she was like very apprehensive because it happens. You know what I mean? You need to be apprehensive, especially with all the Jen Shah nonsense going on. I was like, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "Oh, girl, don't worry. That's how you should be responding to stuff that looks a little suspicious." Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Tony said, girl, we had candles selling for $6.50 because we have been on lockdown since November, and now they have a ton of inventory to get rid of. Wow. I think we need to take a trip to Canada. Oh, God. me get started so we can talk about Jersey. So we can talk about Jersey. Ciao. Hello, is this Jen Shaw? Is this Jen Shaw? I should have put it on speaker. They hung up. They hung up. I'm telling you, it works. It works, guys. God, that is the second time I have been called. I don't know who it is. My phone just says spam risk. That is the second time that I have been called by those people, and I have said, "Is this Jen Shaw?" And they have hung up on me. Jen, you still out here trying to get your coin? That is the second time today. It works. It works. If you have an iPhone and it says spam risk, just pick up your phone and say, "Is this Jen Shaw?" Not a game. Not a game. Was it her? What the hell is going on today? Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? I think that was Jen Shaw. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. Or was it Stu Chains? It had to be one of them. Either Jen Shaw or Stu Chains. We got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? I think it was both. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? It was probably Jen. She was like, "Well, I got to get this bail money. I got to get this money to pay for my lawyer." And Tracy said, "Tony, is the border open? I need some candles." Oh, God. She got to pay for them lawyers. It's Kima said, "It ain't work if they called you again." It's Kima. Do you know they call from different numbers? Child, it's the car warranty people. It's the people trying to get rid of your student loans. There's so many of them people out there. But I think they're all in that ring because they never hang up on me. They never hang up on me. I'm telling y'all need to do that. Y'all need to do that. Watch they hang up. Watch they hang up. Anyway, let me check and make sure my notes are here. Come on. Where is it? Yes, they are all here. If you are just here for the review, beloved, it starts right now. All right. So in this episode, we have Joe and Teresa going at it, right? Teresa is upset that Joe and Melissa and everybody at the table did not defend her when Jackie said, did you get your confidence in jail? Yeah, that's what I said, in jail. So Teresa is mad at everybody else because they didn't say to her, "Oh, Jackie, that's low." Teresa, I hear you, right? And actually, I agree with you. I agree that somebody should have said at that table, if not your brother, if not your sister-in-law, one of your friends should have said, "Now, Jackie, you're going too far, right? You're doing too much. You're hitting below the belt." But Teresa, maybe because you hit below the belt all the time, all the time, nobody was fazed by it. You know what I mean? Everybody was just like, "Oh, well, they're so probably used to how low you go that nobody really reacted to it." So for you to expect them to have a reaction when you have created this kind of environments where hits like that are just common, maybe you got to look at the woman in the mirror. Maybe you got to do that. But I did agree. I was just like, damn, ain't nobody say that. Jackie hit a little low. Because they're used to this kind of toxic environment with Teresa. Again, it always goes back to Teresa, but still, I was just like, yeah, I would have said something with the jail comment. But that's just me. I will say this, right? I felt like, and this is just my idea of family, right? You always gonna ride with your family no matter what. For me, and I've said this before in my other reviews, Joe and Melissa, they ride too much with people who don't like Teresa. And that's just real weird to me, because even if my sister is wrong, right? If my sister got beef with you, even if she's wrong, I'm not saying I got beef with you, but me and you not discussing my sister in like a negative way on the car ride to the shore house that we're staying at together. Like, I'll be like, listen, I'm not getting into it. That's between you and my sister, and you're not going to drag her while I'm in this car, because then me and you going to have a problem. That's just me, right? But like not Melissa, but Joe, like, really let a lot of stuff slide when these people, like, I see that he has really tried. He really tried, but I'm like, you let too many people say stuff about your sister, even though your sister is wrong 99.9% of the time, right? You ride for your family a bit differently. It just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that people can't have their opinions about how Teresa poorly treats them. You absolutely can. Why do you have to have a dialogue with her brother? And not even on them. Joe, why is there always a dialogue for people to dog your sister? Like, why is there always a door open for that conversation? Even if you and your sisters already had beef and y'all squashed it and you're working on better terms, I don't know. I just feel like there's always a window open for somebody to drag Teresa to Joe. That's a little problematic, especially when she's the reason why all of y'all are eating. Let's be real. Let's be real. Say whatever you want about Teresa, but she makes sure her whole family is on this show eating, and they are eating well. Say what you want about that chick, but she been feeding them for years. Anyway, Joe gets upset because when he goes to Teresa to make sure that she is okay, Teresa is just like, how dare you? You didn't protect me when she was saying, no, wait, I'm sorry. How dare you? Marge Simpson, you didn't protect me when she was saying those things about me. It got to be the steroids. It has to be. Teresa, stop doing them steroids. It's messing with your head shape and your voice. So then he gets upset, right? And he's like, get the F away from you. Like, what are you doing? I came here to check on you. Nobody else came to check on you. I came here to check on you. And so because he has an issue with Teresa that Teresa is not aware of, he's mad at her that not only has she not defended Joe, her brother, in the press against Joe, her ex-husband, but also came to that table and said that everybody was wrong about him. He's feeling some sort of way about that comment, but he has not said that to his sister because he has not had the time. Everything just went haywire right away, right? So I think what happened was Joe had been sitting on this for a minute. And then Teresa saying, you guys are wrong about him. So, you need to apologize because you guys thought that he would take my money and he didn't. I think with the fact that he was dealing with the fact that Teresa didn't defend him and that comment that she just made at that dinner table about Joe Giudice, it was just festering. It was just the icing on the cake. So he goes down to the table, his little self, and he just starts thinking about it. Thinking about how his sister rode for this dude that dragged him through the mud. And I also think, because when he got really upset, I was just like, he's never going to forgive Joe for his mother passing and his father subsequently passing. Because even though his parents were old, I honestly think that Joe Gorga believes that if Teresa would not have went to prison, his parents will still be here. I think he believes that was just took such a toll on his mother that she, was not able to handle that, because as soon as Teresa got out of jail, her mother passed away. And then, right after, her father stayed a bit, but then he went to go be with his wife. So I think that Joe really blames him for that, because he even said it. He sat there and he was just like, I can't believe she wants me to defend this guy that is responsible for the death of my mother. And I'm like, that's a leap, but I get that that's what he is thinking. Let's talk about how finally Melissa Gorga showed up to work. Finally, sis. Finally. So Jackie, we will get into Jackie. Girl, you got to stop letting Teresa see you like this. You cannot let a broad who don't like you, who keep on trying to get you out of yourself, see you get out of yourself. Teresa loves this. Loves that she can get you here. So anyway, Jackie is falling apart. Jackie was falling apart and everybody was screaming at her. She was like, what did I do? So she's falling apart and Melissa sees that. This is why I say Melissa Gorga showed up to work today. You know good and well that Teresa is not going to apologize to Jackie, especially in this moment, right? So Melissa's like, can you just come and apologize to the girl? You see that she's upset. After Jackie just made that comment about Teresa going to jail, do you really think, Melissa, you know good and well, it takes Teresa a decade to apologize to anybody. So you knew that Teresa was not going to apologize to Jackie, especially in that moment. You decided to show up to work today because, every now and again, Melissa Gorga decides to work for her paycheck. She just be dry boots and then all of a sudden she'll give you a scene and then you'll never get another one from her for the rest of the season. So anyway, she jumps up and she's just like, excuse me? Because Teresa is just like, no, I'm not apologizing to her. And let me talk to you because you should have said something to her when she made that comment about me going to jail. And Melissa, I think this was a real moment though. Just this moment. Melissa was like, what are you talking about? You going to jail? Nobody cares about you going to jail. I was like, Melissa, go back in character. Go back in character. She was like, nobody, what are you talking about? You going to jail? Nobody cares you're going to jail. This girl's crying. Yes, Melissa. Thank you for showing up to work. So then Teresa was just like, she said that about your sister-in-law and you let her say it. And then Melissa was like, oh no. Clicked down them steps and ran over to Teresa. I was like, Melissa, you're not going to do nothing. And you smart because you know that Teresa is not going to do nothing because she's on probation. Everybody who is getting at Teresa knows good and well that she is on probation for a long time. So she's not going to do nothing. I promise you, when that lady get off of probation, people not going to be jumping in her face like that because we know what Teresa does when you get too close. Ask Andy Cohen and that table that she flipped. Anyway, so she runs up to Teresa and she gets in her face, excuse me, I'm not protecting you. And Teresa's like, I was dying because Teresa was like, oh, okay, so you're showing up to work today too. Oh, okay, I wasn't prepared. She just was not prepared. She was not prepared. So Melissa is just going after it, just getting this scene, right? Then she picks up the cheese and throws it down. I said, oh, come on, girl. Get your Emmy. Get your Emmy, because her reaction made no sense. Made no sense. So that is why I believe that, this was Melissa showing up to work because it just made no sense. Why are you going to pick up the cheese? I'm not defending you. What the hell are you going to do with the cheese? Like, what is that? So then this is what happens, right? And I don't think it was all Melissa. I think it was a part of Melissa. Joe had already been feeling some sort of way, and it was festering that Teresa was defending this fool that basically destroyed his family. So he's sitting there. Joe just blows up. And that's when Melissa realized she went a bit too far because Joe is like red, eyes are red. And he's just like, we defended you. Banging on his little arms, banging on the table. You're going to defend this man that took the most from me. I was like, there it is. He blames Joe for his mother passing away. That's what it is, because right after his mother passed away, a year later, his father followed. So he will never forgive Joe. He put his sister in prison, traumatized his nieces, and took his mother and his father. He gonna put all that on Joe. Ain't none of it gonna be on Teresa, who knew exactly what her man was doing. But that's how family is. So you're never gonna blame Teresa. I didn't know what was going on. You knew that your man wasn't going to work every day and you was living in this $10 million mansion. You knew something was going on. You're not that dumb. Let's be real. Let's be real. Every girl who got a little thug of a man know how he make that money. You just don't say it because you don't want to be locked up with him. Anyway, So Joe just goes nuts, right? And Melissa, all of a sudden, if you go back and you watch this, Melissa, who was in the scene, who was showing up to work, as soon as she realized her nut job husband was in something real, Melissa was like, oh, dropped everything, dropped her anger. I said, what happened? Weren't you just throwing cheese? What happened? She dropped all of that and went over to her husband. And she was like trying to like get him to calm down. And he gonna take his little arm and fling Melissa. He was like, don't touch me. And I was like, oh, damn. You went a little too far, didn't you, Melissa? You went a little too far because now you can't get your husband back. This is the thing that bothers me. This is and I have talked about this before. I hate that when Mr. Gorga gets upset, there's always people, especially when it's with his sister, there's always people who have to jump in to stop him or hold him back. And I'm always like, if you're not there to stop him, what's going to happen? Have you noticed that? There's always like Frank was pulling him back. Melissa was trying to pull him back. I'm just like, well, what happens if he gets away? What is he going? What are y'all trying to stop him from doing? That always bothered me. It always bothered me that there always has to be somebody like holding him back when he gets upset like that with Teresa. I get that he was doing that with Joe, you know, men on men, especially the macho men from Jersey. Child, whole nother breed of man. So I get that, right? But I'm just like, why is it always like this with your sister? Always somebody got to hold you back. From what? That always bothered me. I like little nasty Joe, but that always bothered me about him. Always bothered me about him. So he is like, so Joe is like out of it now, right? Then let's scoop on back to Jackie. Because Margaret's her little Joe. He's trying to comfort Jackie, who like, Jackie, damn it, Jackie, I'm so disappointed. Snot bubbles just rolling down her face. Tears. I'm just like, you a grown woman. You can't. Like, she was sitting there like a toddler. You know how them little, I don't want to say dirty toddlers, but you know how some parents just let the snot stay on the kid. And I'm just like, you don't see that? You don't want to wipe that. It's getting crusty. And the baby, I don't want to pick you up. No shade, no shade. But clean your baby face off. Anyway, so she got snot bubbles and all kind of snot in her face. And then Margaret's little Joe, the other little Joe, he comes over and tries to cuff her. She's like, oh, don't touch me. No, you're dead to me. And like just going nuts, right? Margaret, how dare you? They were all nuts at this dinner. How dare you? He was defending you. Don't ever talk to my husband like that. And Jackie's like, stop screaming at me. I did nothing wrong. I know the cameraman was like, oh my God, it's too much content. These people are insane. Margaret, let me tell you something. I like you, Margaret, but you were spiraling because you, when everything is said and done, when the dust settles, girl, you are the reason this rumor is out there. I think you saw something or somebody was talking at your house like your husband said, your little messy husband who can't hold water. Because if you watch the show, if you go back on the season, he is always doing a little gossiping, okay? So he was the one who said it. But Margaret, the way you have been acting this entire time makes me believe that what your husband said was correct. That you all were talking about this rumor at your home, but it wasn't during the season. So you thought it was going to stay in your home. And it got out. I don't know how it got to Teresa because I don't think that Margaret, would you be that careless and tell this to Teresa? For some reason, Teresa isn't saying how she heard it, but I feel like if Margaret told her, she would say something. Who knows? But anyway, the way Margaret was acting, the way she's been acting this whole time, girl, you are the reason. And I think Margaret wants to shut this down. So that's why she was getting on Jackie. because one, Jackie was coming after her husband, but also two, she didn't want her husband to break and be like, well, we were all talking about, you know what I mean? Or say something to make Jackie feel like he just wasn't the only one having this conversation, that it was like a common knowledge that Evan, not only is he cheating, but he got a whole other girlfriend. Didn't he add to the story? Guys, remember when we were at poker, they were just talking about the rumor. All of a sudden, we hear that he got a whole girlfriend. I was like, well, this is new information. That's why, let me tell you something. I'm always the one, when everything else is going haywire and people are screaming and fighting, I'm always listening, because in that moment, that's when you get the truth. That's when everybody's emotions are high and there's like no censorship and you're just speaking. That's when you get that truth. I was like, oh, he got a whole girlfriend. Teresa said the original rumor was that he was cheating on Jackie with women at the gym. So they were making it seem like he was just having sex with these women at the gym. A whole girlfriend? Jackie, you watching all of his bank accounts? Check the statements on that company card. Because I was like, girlfriend. But Jackie couldn't hear it because it was all this screaming going on. Margaret, you were the ringleader for that. You did not want nothing to come out. So she, don't scream at my husband. How dare you? He was affecting you. And poor Jackie, just snot bubbles all over her poor face. So everybody decides to leave because there's like there's not going to be any resolve that night. Like there's just not going to happen. The one thing that I did notice is that Frank was quiet the whole night. Frank didn't say a word. Like he was just like, I'm not getting in this. I'm not saying nothing. When everybody left and we cut to Frank in the kitchen cleaning dishes. I said, so that's where Frank was the whole time, hiding out in the kitchen, because it got a little too much for Frank. And I think that Frank is also, he is the guy, like I told you, he's the guy I would never want my man to have. But I also feel like he is a guy who, if you get him upset enough, he gonna start spilling some tea. And he don't care if he incriminate himself. Ciao. Anyway, so everybody leaves. And this is where I was talking about with Joe. It was just like, I don't know. I get that you want to be cool with everybody. But I don't know. I just felt like Jackie was saying a lot about Teresa in that car. And Joe, you were agreeing a bit, and I don't know. I just felt like you didn't do enough because nobody can talk. Even my sister is wrong. You cannot talk about her like that. Not in front of me. Not in front of me. I won't defend her mess, but I will defend her. I won't say that even if she was wrong, I won't say that what she did was wrong to you, right? But I won't defend it. But what I will do is get you together. I will let you know right now. I know you got an issue with my sister, right? I'm not getting into it, but we're not going to sit in this van and drag her the whole ride. Drag her on the phone to your husband in your room. That is your right. Not in front of me. It's just this family is real weird. Real weird. Y'all want loyalty, but neither one of y'all give it. Anyway, so then Jackie is on the phone talking to Evan. Snot everywhere. Now the snot is dripping down her neck. And I'm like, Jackie, what are you doing? I can't take any more abuse from this woman. Why were you? Jackie, okay, I'm going to be real. I got to be real here. I am in no way defending Teresa, right? I feel like I'm the only one that remembers when Jackie was getting her life and talking about how Teresa was cheating on her husband. This is the thing. Jackie's first season, was she right? Absolutely. Should she have done it? Absolutely not, right? Because when Teresa and Melissa were getting into it, Jackie decided to come to work, right? You came to work and went after the wrong person. I told you guys that Teresa is the kind of girl who will never let stuff go. So she says to Teresa, who you do not know, who is getting into something. At this point, Jackie and Teresa had no beef. They were cordial. Who was getting into something with Melissa, who is her family. You say to her, well, if you could control your husband, do you think that he would be in jail right now? Who the hell are you? Jackie, listen, I don't disagree with what you said. It made sense. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it. It was not your place, and you knew what you were doing. I don't think you expected to be dealing with the effects of that one comment for season after season after season. Then, when you and Teresa are on the good, or finally squash it and you're good, you start getting your life and sitting down. You got multiple scenes talking about this rumor that this woman, and yes, you were talking about it with other people. You were talking about it with broads who could take on Teresa. You can't, right? So you were getting her life talking about this rumor. Now, all of a sudden, when, you are on the receiving end of Teresa's rage, now you don't know why. That is my only issue with Jackie and everybody on this show who is acting like y'all know Teresa. Y'all know good and well you don't talk about her man or her kids, right? Jackie has come for both. Even if she was right, I'm not saying that she should sit there and take Teresa's abuse. My thing is, Jackie, you are somebody who is not built for a Teresa Giudice. What you need to do is pay her dust like everybody else on that show. Pay her dust. Oh, Amanda, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Venmo, Amanda. Did you write a comment? Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Pay her dust, right? Because what you do is you try to get into it with Teresa, and then when she shoots back, you can't handle it. This woman got you at your big age unraveling. You are crying. You are distraught. She got you so out of your mind, you don't realize how you look on TV. Baby, the snot was just glazing over your face. Glazing over your face. There was not enough napkins or tissues to dry the tears. Stop saying things to that woman, even if you're defending yourself. Pay her dust because you cannot handle her. You can't, because as soon as she comes back at you, you're, oh my God, oh no, you're distraught, you're falling apart. Don't say anything then. Because this is my thing with Jackie. If you're gonna say that thing about jail, then you should know, right? You should be like, I'm gonna say this comment about did you get this confidence in jail? I need to be ready for this woman to throw as many haymakers as she can at me. I need to be ready for this nut job to try to destroy my damn family. Can I handle it? All right, I can handle it. Did you get that confidence in jail? Like that's the conversation you need to have with yourself. Because Teresa, listen, I don't know where you're from, but you're dealing with Teresa Giudice from Paterson, New Jersey. And she lets you know. That's them street girls. Teresa's a bona fide street chick. If you can't get down with them street chicks, shut up. Because if this is going to be your reaction every time she comes for you, I'm telling you, you're giving that girl exactly what she wants because she knows she can get you there. She knows she got to say one thing and she will have you crumbling because that's exactly what you were doing this whole episode. You couldn't get yourself together. Even before the whole dildo thing, when she walked out, you were like, that's what she wants. She knows she has you. So just pay her dust. I'm not saying you got to be her best friend. I'm not saying you got to take her abuse. I'm saying pay that woman dust. Do not let her affect you, because if you say something to her, to somebody who is not quite well, you need to be prepared for the wrath of a nut job. If you're not prepared, walk away. Walk away, because you got a mouth, sweetie, and you say these things, and then this pit bull of a woman comes after you and you can't take it. Why would you say anything to her then? Like, I just feel like I don't like what Teresa is doing to Jackie, but then I'm just like, Jackie, you also got to help yourself out. You have to help yourself out. Was Gia doing coke in the bathroom? It was an analogy. You knew what you were doing. Did you get that confidence in jail? You knew what you were doing. So you need to be able to handle it. If you're going to get in the ring with this girl, you need to be able to take a couple punches and maybe a few shots, because that's how she rolls. That's some Paterson street girls. If you're not a street chick, stay out of it. I told you. Y'all know about me. I'm a hood chick, right? Not in it. I grew up in it, but I'm not of it. I know who I can get in the ring with and who I cannot. What I'm not going to do is go back and forth, get in a war of words with a chick who got her dead baby father's name tattooed on her neck. You know what I mean? When I see that, I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to get into nothing with you. You seem like you do this and you enjoy it, right? I will get into a war of words. You know what I mean? Maybe with the chick that got a nice glitter, eyeshadow on and some Fendi shades. You a talker. You're not a fighter. You're not trying to break them shades. You know what I mean? You're not trying to mess up that glitter eyeshadow. You got on your heels. You're not trying to scrap. Me and you can get into it. Oh, really, sis? Okay. So that's enough. Yeah. Let me pay your tab because you need it. Yeah. Those kind of things. I'll get into that. But I'm not getting into it with a chick who's just like, oh, keep talking. No, keep talking. What you say? Taking off the wig and everything. Oh no, you're nuts. You're crazy. I'm not getting into it with you because you want to cause physical and mental harm. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, okay, I'm going to pay you dust. I'm going to let you say all that stuff that you're going to say because I realize that if I engage with you, I have to be ready to take a couple of cuts from a razor blade because you know them broads got them razor blades. If it's not in a weave, it's somewhere under the tongue. Them chicks. Oh, really? Them nut jobs. No, that's a Teresa Giudice. The only reason why that chick hasn't come out on this season is because she's on probation. Jackie, leave her alone. Don't say anything. I'm not saying that it's right what the woman is doing to you, but you also say some things and do some things, mama. You can't walk around here innocent when we have footage of you being messy, coming after this woman. I know somebody on the production team probably told you, if you want to get a next season, make sure you say something to Teresa. They set you up. You can't take it. You can't take it. Snot all on your damn neck and you in your 40s. I was like, I would never let a chick see me like that. Oh, absolutely not. I was watching a whole show and I had a little napkin. Where's my napkin? I throw it away. And I was like this to the screen. Jackie, just, oh, girl, clean it up. Oh, just right. Jackie, hey, right here. Because, girl, now it's on your neck. It's on your chest. Oh, God, girl, just, this woman is coming after me. She's destroying me. Shut up, then. Like, when you said that thing about jail, the whole table was like, they knew. They knew what you were in for. Thank God that the whole cast was just like, Teresa's about to go crazy. Let's kill this and fix it now. When Dolores is trying to end something concerning Teresa, it's because she know her friend. They've been in them streets since they was teenagers. She know who she dealing with. You don't know who you're dealing with. So she's like, Teresa, she didn't mean it. Teresa, come on, Teresa. That's what you do to the crazy friend. Teresa's the crazy friend. That's the way you got to talk to people like, come on, think of your kids. Think of your kids. Do you want to do another 15 years? Come on. Like, when they have to talk to you like that, you should know what you're dealing with. Jackie, leave this girl alone. Just, I know it's not right how she come for you. But you got to leave that woman alone because you can't handle it. You be hitting her in places where everybody else at the table is just like, oh, God. Even Margaret, she was like, oh, God. Because everybody but Jackie knew that Teresa was about to light her up. Yes, she got upset and she walked away because this is what Teresa does. Because no shade, sis. You're not quick with it. The lights are on. Ain't nobody been home. She's not quick with it. What this nut job does is she hears something, and if she can't get it together, she doesn't have a response. Because her thing was, okay, yeah, I was in jail. Now I'm getting out of here. She runs. But when she comes back, she got something for you. You know what, Black Americans? You know who Teresa reminds me of? Teresa reminds me of that gang member or that like old black dude that just got out of prison. He was supposed to do life some way, he got out, you know what I mean? So he's at the barbecue and he's being real chill. He gets into it with somebody. He don't really have the wits or the words to say anything to him. So all he does is say, I'll be right back. What do we all do? Oh God, get the kids. Because we know that he about to come back and start shooting everybody up. That's Teresa. That's what she does. She can't come back because she's not witty like that. So she'll just sit there and she'll be like, okay. And she'll go away. When that nut job come back, she's coming back to destroy your life. Jackie, leave her alone. It's so sad to watch. It's so sad because in that moment, she was so confident. She was so, confident. Did you get all that confidence? Did you learn that confidence in jail? I won. You had the life. I won. And you probably felt real good in that moment. You had no idea what was coming. The rest of the table did. So you better thank God that they all got together and conspired to kill this because they all knew. They all knew Margaret. Oh God, she getting her purse and everything because everybody knows. Everybody knows. So that's my thing, Jackie. Like I said before, I don't agree with what Teresa is doing to her, but Jackie, sorry, sis. You gotta shut up because you can't fight. You can't fight Teresa. Virgin Love 8 sent your girl a super chat. She said, I'm from Jersey. You know we crazy. Especially them Patterson broads. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm telling you right now, if you're not from Jersey, you don't ever want to get into it with no chick from Patterson or Camden. Especially a Camden chick. Let a Jersey chick say I'm from Camden. You should just be like, oh, okay. That's nice. I heard great things about Camden. Never go. Camden. As soon as you say that, Camden, bow. Camden chicks is nuts. I got 2 good girlfriends from Camden. Are they watching me? Hey, y'all, we used to work together. My God, today. Child, we used to work in retail together. I won't say where. We used to work in retail together. That's how we met. Because I had never been friends with any girls from Camden. Not me. Listen, I'm from Philly, but I'm bougie, okay? Mount Airy. Anyway, so I didn't know that they were from Camden until like we were already friends at this point. But all I have to say about that is that those 2 Camden chicks, every day we worked together, always about to fight somebody. Always about to fight somebody. And I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. There was always somebody coming in the break room saying, Nikki, can you please come and tell her that it is not worth losing her job? And I'm always like, girl, it's just sweaters. It's just, but she gonna find out a way to talk to me because ain't nobody Camden. Let me move on. I got a super chat from Phil. Phil said, y'all forget Teresa was about to throw that Kleenex box at Jackie at the first reunion. Jackie got a lot of mouth, but no hands. Shut up. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat and that sound advice. Jackie, that's my thing with you. I don't like, again, it's the last time I'm going to say it because I feel like, people are like, oh, but that's not right, Nikki. Teresa shouldn't say what she says. Of course not. Of course. But Jackie, if Teresa is going to have you here, every time you open your mouth, shut up. Don't speak on a woman because I'll be real. We got to be real. Teresa never came for Jackie. Let's talk about it. I am no fan of Teresa Gorga Judice, but I got to be honest here. Teresa never came for Jackie. Jackie came for Teresa. And I get it. It was her first season. She was trying to, make a name for herself. She sure did. But you made a name for yourself with the wrong woman. Jackie came for Teresa, and it's been on site ever since. Ever since. That's what you get for messing with them Patterson girls. Especially when people put their city in front of their name. Like, oh, I'm from Patterson, New Jersey, Teresa. When they do that mess, you're just like, oh, okay. That's because you come from a violent place. A violent place. And I say this is being from Philadelphia, okay? Mount Airy. We're a little ghetto, but colonial. You know what I mean? Look to the rear. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so something happened this episode that I did not think was going to happen. Oh, hold on. Another sale. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I don't have it. I don't have it. Something happened that I didn't think was going to happen. And I'm telling you guys, this actually scares me because we know that if you've been watching this for 11 seasons, we know that Teresa sits on 10. Like she stays ready with her Glock loaded. So when everybody at first, even Dolores, was trying to get her to, apologize to Jackie or feel, because Evan was coming. Hey, Evan. I think they're still married, Nikki. Child. It's the beard. It's the beard. Anyway, don't come in my DMs. I'm telling Jackie. Because Evan was coming, right? So everybody wants to make it nice because Evan's coming here. So don't nobody want to be fighting, especially about this rumor. The guys want to dead it because, Margaret's Joe was being a little messy and then told too much, even though it was on camera. Anyway, so everybody's trying to make it nice for when he comes. So they're all coming to Teresa. Teresa at first was just like, no, I'm not apologizing to her. She said something to me. I'm not apologizing. So that is what Teresa is doing the whole time. But then all of a sudden, Teresa was like, okay, I'll talk to her. I've watched you for 11 seasons. You've come to this conclusion too quickly. Jackie, I wouldn't trust it. Jackie, I wouldn't trust it. Out of nowhere, Teresa's just like, okay, you guys are right. I'll talk to her. What happened? I don't trust it. I'm telling you, I've watched this show for too long. Teresa never gets here this quickly. She got here far too quickly. And then she's like, oh, no, I'll talk to her because I don't want to, I don't want to make Evan feel uncomfortable. Is it about Evan? What's going on? So anyway, Teresa, agrees and everybody is excited that she's going to dead it. So before Evan comes, she goes over to Jackie and she's just like, she never apologized, but what she was saying, I didn't mean to hurt you or Evan. I love you guys. I don't want to, this is done. I don't want to do this anymore. I would love for it to be over. So in the confessional, Jackie, you don't learn. She's just like, oh, well, yeah, that's okay. But if you said it to everybody, I'm going to need you to say it to his face. You're doing too much, but you're not dealing with somebody who is well. What don't you get? What don't you get? So in her confessional, she says all of this, right? And then she says, well, I would love for you to say it to Evan or whatever. She's like, yeah, of course. Of course I say it to him. Evan comes. Teresa's like, Evan, I'm so sorry. They hug or whatever, and it's squashed. I'm concerned. I've never seen this woman make a turnaround so quickly. I'm concerned. But this is the thing. Evan, I'm watching you for several reasons. Pray for me. But when Jackie was just like, after, him and Teresa squashed it or whatever, she's just like, are you okay? How's everything? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm done. That's all I needed from her. Why you wanted that to end so quickly? I know that men don't get into, that's a lie. Yeah, why? Because I was going to say, I know that men don't get into women's mess and that they're not as messy. Lies. They're messier. But there was something about the swiftness and the way he wanted that to be over. He was like, no, I'm done. We're good. We're cool. I'm done. It's over. I'm like, you and Margaret want this rumor dead. You and Margaret want this rumor dead for two very specific reasons. Anyway, after this, everybody is cool, calm, and collected. Everybody is having a good time. They're all, let me tell you something. Who told Teresa she got a big butt? Who told Teresa she got this donkey booty? Because let me tell you something. She is always putting that butt out. And just like, oh yeah, it's my favorite part. Everybody loves it. I'm known for that. Listen, Teresa, that butt is not giving what I think it's giving. It really isn't. Because I'm just like, the cameraman is always circling in on Teresa's butt. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's, it's okay. But I'm like, for what y'all trying to make that butt look like, it's not giving It's not given. It's not even giving J-Lo back in the day. It's not. But listen, I love the fact she always got that butt out. For whoever wants to look, it's out. Anyway, they're having a really good time. Teresa is taking pictures of Jacqueline and Evan. I think she's taking more pictures of Evan than Jacqueline. Everybody is having a good time. Everything is squashed. I know that they were never going to end this episode on a good note. It's the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Why would they? So Jen decided to show up to work today as well. I don't know why my voice got so deep. Jen decided to show up to work today as well. So everybody's having a good time. Jennifer, listen, if we have to recast the show, keep her. I love Jennifer. Everything is cool. Jennifer goes, yeah, I'm so glad that everybody is in a good place. Jennifer, there was no reason. But Jennifer said, you know what? Here's my moment. Let me start stirring the pot because Evan is sitting right there at the table. So I'm glad that the men were just like, come on, we're going to go over here. And then Jennifer and Margaret get into it. And what's so funny to me is that Jennifer and Margaret looked exactly like Jackie and Teresa the next day. They were like Jackie and Teresa 2.0. 2.0. They were fighting about the same thing. Jennifer was not backing down. She didn't think that she did anything wrong. And I'm like, girl, you knew. Confirming that your husband heard the rumor from Margaret's husband was messy. That's my only thing with all of these ladies. Does Teresa do that? No, Teresa unfortunately owns the mess that she does. She shouldn't, but Teresa, you do this in a way. You own the mess, and then you try to make sense of it. You say, oh yeah, I did that because this is what she said to me. No, that doesn't make it right, Teresa. Doesn't make it right. But Jennifer and Jackie, all the ladies do this. We're just like, oh no, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know if I said that was wrong. You knew, Jennifer. You're not an idiot. You knew exactly what you were doing, but you were showing up to work. And listen, you, Melissa, Teresa, Jackie. Unfortunately, Jackie didn't show up to work, but you ladies, you showed up to work this episode, and I applaud you. I applaud you. Y'all gave the opening scene was so good. Margaret too. How dare you? Listen, Margaret said, my man is messy, but you're not going to get him together, Jackie. And poor Jackie was like, stop screaming at me. But shout out to the ladies. They showed up today. Good job. Good job. And let me see. That's pretty much all I wanted to say, because next week we're going to see, or I don't know if we're going to see it next week, but they gave us the season trailer of the remainder of the season trailer. So it seems like this Margaret and Jen war is going to be going on for a very long time. It seems like Teresa and Jackie are cool, or that it's dead, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I was far too concerned about how Teresa just ended it so quickly. That never happened. So I don't know if she has something in her arsenal or if it's really dead. I don't know. We can talk about it. If you're just here for the review, beloveds, it ends right now. Let's get into the chit chat. Shantavia said they got a different definition of thick and donkey butt than we do. You know what? Maybe it's a Jersey Italians, but I feel like Philadelphia Italians, they acknowledge a big butt, like a real big butt. You know what I mean? What Teresa is walking around with, I'm like, no, I don't think it's given what you think it's given, Teresa, but you can't tell her nothing. Simply Simone, I heard that about Fulton County. I heard that about Atlanta, but it's the first time I'm hearing. Decatur too. Decatur too. Decatur too. That's the thing. Giannis said, that's the thing. Jackie can fight with her words. She just like when Teresa or anybody fires back because she did the same thing to Jennifer. Oh, it was just a little article. It wasn't anything. But you talked about how her kids were bad in an article, and then hide your hand and say, "Oh no, but it wasn't really about you." And then it came out, "Oh, it was inspired by you." That's my only thing with Jackie. She just can't handle the repercussions of her actions. Then you need to stop getting into stuff if you cannot handle it. And the only reason why I didn't like really go after everybody trying to make Teresa make it right with Jackie is because Teresa, you just have a history of coming after people unprovoked. You really, really do. So I get that everybody trying to make her apologize and get it right probably was not all for Jackie. It probably was just like, Teresa, you've been doing this for so long. Be better this time. You know what I mean? So I don't think it was all like, I don't think it was Jackie. I think it was who Teresa has been. Everybody's like, come on, girl, just be better this time. I get that you feel this sort of way because this is what she said about you. Be, for once in your life, be the bigger person. That's what I was getting. Because if you look at the material, if you really look at the material, Jackie started this whole thing. She really started this war between her and Teresa, but she entered a war that she was unprepared for. She don't have the armor to take on a Teresa. You know what I mean? Who could take on a Teresa? Oh, Nene leads. Nene would end Teresa. Who else could take on a Teresa? I think Lisa Rinna could go because Lisa Rinna don't back down from nothing. She's not a tough chick, but she is a chick with endurance. You can't kill a Lisa Rinna. There's no place too low for her. Lisa will go there. She will go there. Who else could take over from another franchise? Oh, Tamra. Tamra and Teresa, that would be epic. Who else? Definitely Teresa and Leah. Definitely Teresa and Bethany. See what I'm saying? Like that is something where it's just like they could go blow for blow for blow. Jackie get one good shot in and crumble after everything else. It's like, girl, if you can't take the heat, get the what? Hell out the kitchen. Hell out the kitchen. Shawnette Honey said, Miss Brown Sugar, yes. I was like, girl, you have to eat if you're going to fight with these women. Was Jackie not eating again? Oh, God. Charlie in Charge said, Jackie is a lawyer. She will sue, not physically fight Teresa. Smart people don't rely on hands. I wouldn't say that smart people don't rely on hands because everybody has their breaking point. But what I will say is that Jackie is a lawyer. That's why she's great with words. That's why she's great with insults, but she's not a fighter. That's why she can never handle when the tables are turned on her. I know. I think that's too. I agree with you, Kaylina. I don't know if this rumor is true or not, but the way that Jackie has been acting, I don't know. It's just like, girl, you give life to this. Your reaction solely has given so much life to this rumor. It really, really has. Tara Michelle said, flipped the table, shoved Andy, mild compared to Portia dragged King around the studio by the hair and the rest. I think, let me tell you something. Portia and Teresa are two women I never want to link up. They God, Thelma and Louise, okay? I would never want them to link up. Kimberly said, every city has its thing. I am from Chicago and I'm a North Sider. Bougie ghetto adjacent. Hey, me so. The South Side has its thing. And the West Side, baby. Yeah, Philly, the places you definitely need, if you're not from there, definitely need to stay away from. Kensington. Jesus. Kensington, Philadelphia, baby. Don't even come close to Kensington. No way. North Philly, absolutely. North Philly, listen. And I can say this because my whole side of my father's side, my whole family is from North Philadelphia. And let me tell you something. My father's side, all they do is fight. They are scrappers. Even if it's a good day, they fighting, right? North Philly, hands. They got hands in North Philly. South Philly, hands. Northeast Philly, they don't really have hands, but a lot of them are stabbers. Everybody that I know that has been stabbed in Northeast Philadelphia. What other places to stay out of? That's pretty much like, if not stay out of, but if you're not from there, or if you're not with somebody who's from there, don't even bother. Don't even bother. The gentrified part of South Philadelphia, I would highly recommend that, because that's more gentrified and more built for tourists. When you start going to the part of South Philadelphia where you see like more like mom and pop, like pizza shops and things like that, you know what I mean? That's when it's just like, oh, I need to turn around. Listen to me. Don't go too far. Like, don't go past my high school. If you ever go there, don't go past the Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts. Like, when you get to South Philly High, you went too far into South Philadelphia. That is where you do not need to be. Turn around, baby. Turn around. Unless you're from there. If you're not, you might get jumped. Stop. But they're going to try you. Like, you're not going to be like, if I was you, I wouldn't go around there with your little Portland accent. I would try to fake some accent. I would be like, hey, can I get a pretzel? Do something like that. Don't go in there. Hey, guys, I was looking for the Philadelphia Art Museum. You're getting robbed. Listen to me. I'm telling you, that's my city. I love my city, but I'm telling you the truth. Don't go past Kappa. Absolutely not. When Dunkin' Donuts start looking a little raggedy, back out of there. Back out of there. Oh, God. Yes, get the likes up, guys. We got almost 200 people in the room. Let's get up the likes. Teresa, Charlie, have you been watching? Teresa is definitely a physical fighter. Advice Queen said there's a YouTube channel solely. Oh, yeah. My sister watches those videos, and I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, Mount Airy is a very nice place to go. Chestnut Hill, any of the like colonial places in Philadelphia, great places to go. But I would definitely stay around there. Center City is good. Gentrified South Philadelphia is great. When you start seeing streets that says like Catherine and stuff, you're going too far. John Snyder. Oh, West Philly too. Anything off of 61st Street. If you get to West Philly and you get into like the 50s and the 60s, you've gone too far. And I say that as somebody who lived on 61st and Pine. I know my neighborhoods. John Snyder said, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on a playground where I spent most of my days. Yes. And if you're around his neighborhood, you've gone too far. I'm just talking about tourists. If you're from Philly, you're fine. Because everybody know. Oh, Advice Queen, I ain't even want to say it. Anything in North Philadelphia that has diamond on it, go. I'm at something in diamond in North Philadelphia. It'd be like, oh, I can't. That's okay. I'm good. I won't be attending. Teresa, who did Teresa fight? I don't think we've ever caught her doing anything on camera. But I don't mean like beating people up. I mean like she is somebody who will get physical. I think I'm telling you, I think the only reason why she hasn't jumped in people's faces, because remember the last episode of last season, she threw that cup this way because she wanted to throw it another way. But Teresa's on probation. I honestly believe that she is this chill person she is not because she got an epiphany in prison and she wants to be a better version of herself. She is that person because she's on probation. We are not seeing the real Teresa. This is Teresa on probation. Let's tell the truth and what? Shame the devil. Them steroids. Oh yeah, I saw the way I saw the Real Housewives of Atlanta looks. Oh, Giannis, you saw that after show? Andy was just like, I know you don't watch the show, Teresa. She didn't know anything. She was just like, oh, what happened? Oh, yes. Yeah, when she threw cheese on me, I swear a moment happens. And unless Teresa is like wronged in that moment, she don't remember anything else. She just remembers revenge. She just remembers stuff so she can take her revenge out on it. But after that, she don't remember nothing else. I did hear that about North Las Vegas, Kimberly, when I was there last time. Oh, so long ago when I was there for that Anita Baker concert. Yeah, the wit is not there. B said, I have a friend in North Philly who can't even get food delivered to her because it's too. Yeah, you will never get an Uber, Lyft, taxi, nothing. You will never get none of that to Kensington. Ain't nobody going up there. Or Mayfair. Ciao. And oh yeah, I live in Mayfair. Okay. Have fun. I'll never visit. Oh, Advice Queen, no, I'm not close to the shootings at all. Thank the Lord. But you know what's so sad? That's so normal for out here in Cali, because a lot of California is Texas and a blue state. A lot of it. We're not saying like Texas politics, but a lot of them love their guns and like middle towns throughout California. It's just California has so many blue like hugely populated areas, but a lot of those little small town areas, real red, and they love their guns. Charlie in charge. It's not that deep. It's not that you're doing too much for a chick you don't know. Are you in your Charlie? I hope you're a teen, because I just have to say this, right? And I only have to do this with reality TV shows. A lot of y'all too grown to have such a visceral reaction to these women on reality TV. I try my best not to tell you that 99.99% of this stuff is fake, because I think for a lot of you, the belief in this is something that you need, right? Like for me, I watch this knowing this stuff is fake, but I know that it's just entertainment. But I don't want to be the one to like crush, people's, it's what is it? Crush your bubble, you burst your bubble about these shows. But guys, this ain't real. A camera is literally in your face. They are giving you a show. They are giving you a story. They are giving something for you to talk about. You should never, especially at your big age, be this invested in reality TV stars ever. You should never have such an opinion when you're writing in a YouTube chat section with exclamation marks. It's never that serious, especially for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Let's do better. Let's do better. Because I really almost had to say that for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because somebody commented, and I just wanted to write, you too big, you too old to be this invested in this reality TV show. Like, it ain't real, baby. We're all here talking about it, having fun. I hope you know that. God bless. God bless. Who said that? Simone said, can't get nothing delivered in Decatur. Oh, Shantavia, I thought she was on probation for like 5 years. That's what I thought. That's why she got out early. I could be wrong. No, Cameron, that's Jackie. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Do you guys know if Teresa graduated high school? Like, what is her education level? Do we know? Because let's be real, there are a lot of women who have been raised to just be wives. And I think that was what Teresa was. I think she was raised to just be a wife. I don't think that education was something that her family pushed for her at all. Oh, yeah, there's some places that they just don't, especially in Philly. It's just like, child, it's not going to happen. Jimmy G. Yeah, because Shonda said I finally saw the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks, and Kenya and Portia looked the best because they were coming to a reunion. I don't know where to, like, a lot of them took the theme too seriously, and I think the same thing is happening with the Real Housewives of Atlanta that happened to the Real Housewives of Potomac. Those ladies were showing up like pineapples and dressed like papayas, and I was like, "What? Y'all took the theme way too seriously, way too seriously." Yeah, it doesn't, like, I get that we're all going to disagree, right, about this show, but like not to the point where it's that deep. Y'all don't just watch this show and then go on about the rest of y'all day. If you're not having fun watching it, why are you watching it? Unless it's a true crime TV show. I don't enjoy watching crime TV shows. You know what I enjoy? Acting like I'm a freaking detective. Solving the case before, the last 10 minutes of the show. That's what I enjoy. I don't enjoy the darkness that is those shows, but it's just like I'm over here watching it like, I know it's the husband. I know it's the husband. We got to check his call log. That's what I'm doing, right? But when I'm watching these reality TV shows, I'm like, oh my God, Teresa is insane. Oh, Drew, you messy. Kenya, you know you shouldn't have brought that baby. Oh, it's over? Let me go get something to eat and live my damn life. That's weird. I'm sorry, Charlie in charge. That's weird. Very, very weird that you're like that invested. Teresa Giudice, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's weird, baby. That's weird. Like, you shouldn't want to like fight with somebody over Teresa of all people. No, unless it's you, Jackie, then I get it. I understand. I don't have no ill will towards you or no kind of feelings. My thing is, you get so beat up after Teresa comes for you, but you come for her too. So you got to be able to handle it. If you can't handle it, then, don't come after the girl. If I was you, I would get off the show. Because you don't seem like you can handle this season. This season was a lot for you to take on. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of the stuff that you're going through don't have nothing to do with Teresa. She's an outlet, but I think you're dealing with some stuff that has nothing to do with that woman or this show. Yeah, I get that. I know a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people like that in my family. Like the generation, like my grandmother's generation, they were all raised to do that. Some people in my mother's generation were raised to do that. Like a lot of women were not raised to go to college or have a career or have their own money. A lot of them were raised to, be wives, which is why a lot of women, especially within my mother's generation, have like 1 year or like one semester of college. Why? Because when they got there, they met somebody they were going to marry and they, didn't finish out because that was the point. So not saying that, not trying to drag her for that, but I think that Teresa does not have a lot of, institutional education, right? Like, I don't think she's been going to schools and things like that. I think the Paterson, New Jersey streets raised her. I think that's where she has a lot of her knowledge. I think she is the type of woman who has a great street knowledge, but the book smart stuff, she doesn't have it. And I think that that's where Jackie tries to get her. But if she don't even understand what you're doing, you're never going to penetrate, right? You're never going to get at that girl. But she knows how to get at you because she gets at you by way of the streets. You got to go to the streets with her. If you're not going to meet her in the street, baby, there ain't no way you're dragging her into the library to read her. It's never happening. So leave that woman alone. She studied fashion at college. What college? What college, Shantavia? Oh, wait. Are we talking about Gorga or Giudice? Cameron Knight said Teresa graduated high school. Joe didn't graduate. That's why he became a stripper. I wonder if she was really smart and just stopped going. You know what I'm saying? And again, not saying that there is anything wrong with people who have not completed, a certain level of education. Education is very privileged. Let's be real. Especially good education is very privileged. So I'm not doing that at all. But I will say this, there's a difference, very obvious difference in people who stop learning at the age of 15 or like a lot younger. And like, when that education stops, there's something very not all, and not in all people, but there's something very childlike about that person. And I think that's what Teresa, I think, if your experience in education stopped at what, 17, this is all you really know. She doesn't give me somebody who has like studied all in different places or traveled or, like I don't get that from her. I get that she, stayed in Patterson, got married, lived a, life in this show in her like late 30s, early 40s, or no, early 40s, I think, or mid to late 30s, was able to open up a world for her. But at that time, she was already good and grown, I could be wrong, but that's what I get from her. I get, very stunted in a sort of way. And I think that's with her staying where she is and not, pursuing anything else outside of wifehood and motherhood. Oh, really? Estimia Vita 2011 said, I think both of Tree's parents were ESL. I think that a lot of Tree's delay may be the ESL. That's very true. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying it's a very good point. Oh shoot, the comment jumped. Maybe ESL plus the trauma, because trauma creates big gaps in memory. And Trey spoke Italian to her parents, or Tree spoke Italian to her parents. That could be true. Very, very true. Good point, Estimia Vita 2011. Simply Simone said Candy was just, what the heck, talking about Candy Burris's look from the Real Housewives of Atlanta at the reunion. I will say this about Candy's look, right? I didn't like it from afar. Next to all the other ladies, I saw her, I think it was you, Simply Simone, who sent it to me. The video of her, I think she was on Instagram. I like the look up close. Far away next to the other ladies, I wasn't feeling it. Cameron said Candy literally looked like a Raven from Teen Titans. Miss Brown Chica said, absolutely, Teresa was raised to just be a wife and a mother, but there are generations of women like that who still have critical thinking skills. So maybe Teresa's family thought she had to get a man. Very true. That could be very, very true. Because she seems, I in no way am taken away from that woman, but she seems stunted in some kind of way. And I just assumed that it was, I stopped learning at 17 and, went into, being a wife and a mom. But she said she didn't, she said that Dolores was the one that got married and pregnant right away, not her. So I don't know. Right, A Canary? That's how I be solving them crimes. Like, are you serious? Is this what you're doing? We already have your call log, sir. We already have you on CCTV. We know where you were at 8 p.m. Don't lie to us. That's me. That's me watching these shows. Thank you, Just Jada. That's very, very true, Miss Brown Sugar. And now this generation of Black women, everybody, we're so busy getting master degrees that like after we get all of that, we're just like, oh, do I want a family? Child Millennial said, kids, marriage, who? I don't know. Like literally, I have 2 friends that have kids. Everybody else, I got another friend that's going back to school. I'm just like, we have to have families, guys. You are back to school. Yeah, I want to try a different career path. Like living our best lives. Oh, you think so? Yana said, deep down inside, Melissa and Joe hate Teresa. Yes, I said hate. Something about them that tells me they will never, ever like you again for not wanting us on the show. Melissa will never take Teresa's side. Oh, yeah, I will say this. I don't think that Melissa will ever like Teresa. Not love it, not even in the picture. Like her, absolutely. I don't think she ever will. I think she just goes along with it. And the reason why I say that is because whenever Joe gets upset with Teresa, Melissa is right there to magnify it. She likes to create that divide a bit more. I'm not saying that she's doing it to be mean-spirited. Teresa has not been kind to her ever. Ever. You know, she's been cordial to her. Like, remember last episode when she's like, shut the F up, Melissa? Like, how do you feel like you can talk to this grown woman like that? There's no respect there, and she does not like her. And Melissa, because Teresa is her husband's sister, she tries to make it work. But I will say that I do not believe that Teresa puts in the same amount of work to have a relationship with Melissa that Melissa in the beginning tried to put in with Teresa. But now that Melissa's on her own 2 feet, she don't feel like she have to. And I agree. No. I'm not doing it yet, Tracy, because I actually have an audition. So when I get out of here, I have to do that. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh God, there's going to be 3 videos. We'll just be late tonight. I may do it tomorrow after batch chat. We'll see. We'll see. Everybody calls her Black Dolores. I need to see Dolores' real family. She don't look like nobody in that family. She looks like nobody in her family. I need for her mother to tell the truth. What happened? What happened? Because you and your husband live in a different home. What happened? Who is Dolores' daddy? Because isn't Dolores the youngest too? The youngest and the darkest. You get mistaken for a Black woman way too many times, Dolores. Let's talk. Let's talk. Yeah, that's how it was with me too, Simply Simone. Like all the women in my family were just like, oh no, you are not. You are not going to be somebody's wife and mother. You're going to get an education. They were all like, you're not going to be like us. You going to school, mama. College was not my idea. That was my mama's. That was my mama's. I was not like, because I always knew I wanted to be a performer. So I'm like, why I got to go to college? So I don't think I need it. But, you know, I got my diploma, my degree, and I gave it to my mom, moved to Los Angeles. Still don't know if I made the right decision, but we're here. We're here now. Yeah, I like Candy's look up close. I didn't like it far away. Oh yeah, The Bachelor isn't on. I'm talking about Katie, the next Bachelorette. I never talked about her men. So I wanted to wait until we really got all of them. There's been a lot of speculations, but now that we have like a certified list of who's going to be on the show, I wanted to discuss them with you guys. Simply Simone said as Africans, we're raised to be wives, but get degrees in medicine, law, engineering, or become the next vice president. Same thing here. Black women are raised to be wives, right? Wives and mothers. But it's just like you got to have several master's degrees. Now that Kamala Harris is vice president, the bar has been set. Like, it is insane. But like, they don't want you to have that now. It's just like, no, you can wait. You got time. All the women are being like, you got time. Get this. Go after this. They were like, my family sent me away to like pursue acting. And even when I'm just like, I don't feel like it anymore, they're like, no, stay. You got to stay. You got to be successful. We put everything into you because we knew you would be the one. Don't come back to motherhood and wife them. Stay out there. Get the degrees. Oh, Cameron, I was so mad at Melissa with that cheese platter. I was like, so damn, nobody else can have a little cheese and cracker now because of you? You're going to put your hands throughout that whole thing and ruin it? Yes, like the video, my loves. Giannis said, Nikki, before I go on, let me acknowledge. Where the hell did it go? Oh my God, where's my thing? Guys, where's my buzzer? I literally just had it. Oh, here it is. Let me acknowledge my love, Tiffany Clark. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for the super chat. Thank you. Giannis said, Nikki, who is your all-star cast of Housewives? Teresa, Portia, Nene Leakes, Phaedra. Throw your tomatoes. I like Drew and LaToya. Kenya before Mark. Vicky Gumbelson, Tamra Judge, and Heather. Who else? Ramona, I know, but she's good TV. Leah, I love Leah. Bethany, and Sonia and Jill Zarin. Did I get all of them? Oh, and Lisa Vanderpump. It's the only one I like from Beverly Hills. Oh, and Taylor. Taylor from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The one that was just like, I'm going to take you out back and go Oklahoma on you. And the ladies were like, what the hell does Oklahoma mean? Taylor. I would love to have them all on like some kind of all-star show. Like they said they're going to do something like that on the streaming service network that they have. And I'm just like, why would you take your best show to a streaming service? I understand streaming services that do not already have a network and an established fan base on a network. I do not understand networks taking their shows, some of their best shows, and putting them on a streaming network. We're not going, because if I can tune in every week on TV or DVR something, that's my schedule. That's what I like to do. I'm not going to already have your network that I pay for in cable and then pay for your streaming service to watch all of that when I could have had it in one. What are you doing? That makes no sense. Do I pay for HBO Max? Absolutely. I don't have HBO. So I pay for HBO Max. And it's freaking worth it. Especially when WB sold their whole like movie line for the next 2 years to HBO Max. I was like, well, you got me. But I'm just like, why are you taking your best shows to streaming services? They are not going to get I'm telling you, that all-star show that Bravo was doing is going to end right back up on Bravo. They're going to try to push it there. People are going to watch it, take clips from it. It's going to go viral. Nobody's going to get the streaming service, though. That's not going to bring traffic there because your audience is a TV audience. Netflix cultivated an audience that was not TV people. You gotta find your audience and network to that, and give out to that audience. I felt like NBC found their audience, and I'm like, what are you doing now with the streaming service? Disney Plus, okay, you're going to get Disney Plus if you are somebody who is into Marvel and you have kids. I don't have Disney Plus. I got a Disney Plus password. Get up, haven't used it yet because when you go on Disney Plus, it's all cartoons. That's great for me if I have 11 children and I need a nap. I'll put them in front of the Disney Plus and let them watch whatever, right? And if I sleep a little too long, what are they going to watch outside of a cartoon? WandaVision, woo! You know what I mean? Okay. But I'm not getting another streaming. Sorry, Discovery. It's not happening. It makes no sense. Your audience is a TV audience, and you're trying to make them streaming services people. It's not going to happen. Who is Kim? Oh, Kim. Are you talking about Kim? What is her name? Kim Richards? Healthy Kim Richards? Absolutely. Absolutely. Cheese Platter Support Group. Yeah, Peacock. I'm not doing it. I like Lisa Rinna. She has not been showing up for me in the last few years. Like after Were You Doing Coke in the Bathroom, she like fizzed out for me. I think I just didn't like how she did Denise. Like, I want you to give me a show. I don't want you to be so low I can't even look at you. So no Rinna for me. Because then it messes up my all-star team, right? Because if I have Rinna, I got to get rid of Kim because Kim not going to work with Rinna ever. Oh, that fortune teller friend with the cigarette. I see something about Mario. Oh no, Maurizio. And Kyle was like, what? What are you singing? She was good. She was good. I don't know what the hell is going on at Bravo. I'm like, why wouldn't y'all bring her back? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills caters to those ladies too much. They work for you. You don't work for those ladies. I don't understand Beverly Hills. I don't understand. I'm telling you, I'm giving Beverly Hills one more season because I did not like how they did Vanderpump. I'm going to give them one more season. And if we are not talking about what's going on with Erica, I'm out. I don't care how many black women you put on that show. If we are not going to get the story, if I'm going to get the best of the season on the blogs that I don't even read, why am I watching you? This is their last season for me. They better bring it. I don't care if you got Kathy Hilton. What is Kathy going to do? Kathy not going to get gutted out with all that money. Nope. Yep, Billy, it will definitely end up on Bravo. Absolutely end up on Bravo. I do, Billy, sometimes. Paramount, keep on trying. Paramount keeps on trying. They are loose. You know what? Let me shut up. Or I get a little Paramount show. And I'm like, guys, can you come on over to Paramount, please? And I don't need y'all being shady. Nikki, remember you said, shh, let me get my damn coin. They put so much freaking money into Quibi. Millions just down the drain. Down the drain. Oh, I love the Amber Ruffin show. Netflix is commercial free and they give you new content all across the globe. It's just like y'all trying to compete with Netflix, but y'all not doing the same thing they doing. Y'all giving us the same shows just on a streaming service network from the same people. What? Nope. Oh, Kim Richards is TV gold. She is the best thing that happened to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She carried that show on her back for seasons. I'm so upset that my girl is not doing well and can't come back. That's what Andy claims every season, Miss Brown Sugar. Oh, we're going to get into it this season, and we never get into it. I heard that simply that the girls are going to come for Garcelle this season, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's going to work. Because I'm seeing a lot of, I honestly think it's just going to be Garcelle and Sutton. Because I heard that Sutton, I heard this word on the street is that Sutton has been messy this season. So I think it's going to be Garcelle and Sutton. And remember, I told you, I think that it's more believable that that Sutton would have a Black friend like Garcelle. You know what I mean? I don't see any of the other ladies outside of Erica having a friend, a non-white friend of the same class. I don't see them doing it. Like I just don't. I don't believe it, but I can believe Sutton. Yeah, that's the thing. They're doing the same stuff on a streaming network. Why am I paying for this? Why am I paying for this? Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't like the special treatment that Beverly Hills gets. And not saying that the ladies are racist. What I mean is I think that the Beverly Hills dynamic is very different, right? I think that a lot of the ladies on the show are uncomfortable with Garcelle, because a lot of them don't have contact with Black people outside of sex work or service work. That's what I get from all of them. Y'all think that LA, BH, all those places, Hollywood is liberal in certain ways. It is a lot of what you don't think it is in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? They make it seem like, Texas got a race problem. Oh no, it's a huge race and class problem over here. Trust and believe. I'm waiting for that Knives Out, Simone. I want to see what they're going to do. I feel like Netflix is going to get a lot of big stars into some huge deals and lock them in for a couple years. I feel like that's happening. Miss Brown Sugar says, side note, anyone else annoyed by Andy trying to get views for Watch What Happened Live and his show by false advertising? Quit listing these supersized housewives. Oh, yeah, I did see that too. But I knew. I was just like, this is Andy. This is Andy. I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't watch the other show, but I do enjoy Watch What Happens Live because I feel like Andy can get these people to say and do things and act a certain way that you never see. It is new and fresh in that kind of way. I don't think it should be anything more than 30 minutes. I think the time that he has is perfect for it. Yeah, a definite waste of $2 billion. Because that's his network. Hello there says, why does Andy have another talk show? Because that's his network. Listen, NikkiStar TV, all the content on here is through me. Y'all see me doing reviews about products. Y'all see me doing reviews about TV shows. Soon, y'all see me talking about social stuff. I'm a host on so many different things. That's what you're doing when it's your network. That's what you do. I don't know. I just yeah, I don't know why Bravo caters to Beverly Hills. It's weird to me. Simply Simone said, I know ABC is fighting to stay alive, picking up these pilots. I did background for one of them yesterday. To be honest with you, Simone, I think that Beverly Hills, that ABC is fine. If any, I don't think that any of the big three networks are worried. I don't see them being worried at all. Thank you. These are the earrings that are featured in my video for women-owned businesses that I love. This is the rainbow, what are they called? Starburst rainbow, something like that. That's what they're called. They're on the Humans Before Handles site. I think this is the third product that I talk about. I should put timestamps when I talk about those products. Next one. But yeah, these are the earrings that I featured in my video. I love these earrings. Below Deck is eating. Below Deck and the Real Housewives of Atlanta is keeping Bravo afloat. The way y'all eat up Below Deck is absolutely shocking to me. Shocking. Yeah, ABC and Disney are fine. Disney, which is ABC, which owns ABC, are fine. Disney owns part of Fox. They own all of Fox except for Fox News. ABC is fine. I've never watched Ready to Love Jazzy Go. I don't like Summer House. I tried to get into it. I don't like it. To be honest with you, I think there are so many women on that show that are dealing with some men that it's just like, y'all going through over these guys? These are the hot men where you're from? Not saying that those dudes are not like attractive, but how they act and stuff is just not cute. And those women are going through pure hell to be their arm candy. And I don't know why. It's a sister on there. And I was just like, you can do better on your worst day. This is the one that you let smash and run. I can't get into Summer House. You know what was my show, but I knew it was going to get canceled because all of those people on there are problematic. Vanderpump Rules. I love that show, but then it just started getting very problematic, and I was just like, you won't last. You won't last, and here we are. Yeah, y'all know I used to love Shouts of Sunset. I used to love me some Shouts of Sunset. They what took me out of Shouts of Sunset was just, I don't know, maybe it was because they were mad that Asa wouldn't bring Jermaine Jackson's son, who was a fiance / baby father, because she wouldn't bring him on the show. But for some reason, because that relationship was a point of contention for everybody in the cast, they started talking real slick about Black people. Like there was always a little sideways comment about Black people, specifically Black men. But I could not. I was like, what does that mean? No, I'm good. I'm good. I have never been back since. When Asa left, so did I. Even Gigi was my girl, but she made a comment about Black men's penises, and I was like, oh, that's problematic. So I'm out. I'm out. Pump Rules is coming back? Really? I thought it was canceled. It's definitely going to come back with different people. But I'm glad because the old cast, although they did make the show, they were literally playing broke. And it was just like, you can't be on the show acting like you're living off a waiter's salary and then you're buying $2 million homes in Encino. Like, it doesn't make sense. Thank you, Shonda. Yeah, I couldn't get into Summer House. Yeah, I don't know them people. Oh, I didn't know about that, Simply Simone. I have to. There's so much Netflix content that I have saved that I have not watched. Is Sir back open? I knew one of Lisa's restaurants were closed. Oh, Villa Blanca, Villa Blanca. So Sir is saved. How about Pump? Because I don't ever see Pump going under. WeHo loves themselves some Pump. You know, I was so disappointed in from Vanderpump Rules, Lala. Lala, you had so much potential to be something so much better. And girl, I mean, if you're happy, then it is what it is. But I wanted so much more for you. So much more for you. I got to get into Selling Sunset. Y'all seem to really like the people from that show. Y'all seem to really, really like them. Oh, Pump is open? Not surprised. I have never driven by Pump, and it has not been at capacity. It's always been at capacity. She could have been a star, and she became a flunky. I was so disappointed in Lala. I was like, you could have been that girl. You could have been that girl. You and Ariana? Her and Ariana just became Stassi's flunkies. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. Okay, well, I'll get into Selling Sunset. Y'all seem to really like that. Is it coming back or is it done? Because y'all seem to really like the people from Selling Sunset. Vanderpump Rules has a new series, Goddess, where it's just basically, what is it? A dinner party at her place with celebrities. Nobody. No, I'm not. Nikki, it's a great show, and I can't wait to watch and support. I keep on, listen, it's so hard being me and being in this industry because I would have been so much farther in my career if I could fake it. I'm just not good at being fake. I'm very good at acting, just not good at being fake. I cannot wait, Simply Simone. I need for Netflix to do their own version of the Housewives. I need it. Oh, great. I'll watch it. Yeah, I like Bling Empire. I'm so glad that girl got rid of that crazy Power Ranger. They have broken up for good. God bless. God bless. Lisa is not. Furious Citizen, she like her money more than she like her friends. There's no way she's having Sharon Osbourne on that show. No way. Oh, y'all like the show. Okay. Oh, that's good. I'll definitely check it out then. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. Got an audition. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. It's the middle of the day ones. I can't stand a middle of the day audition. Either be early or late. I prefer the early ones, but it is what it is. Let's pray that I book this. Let's pray that I book them all. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much again for spending time with your girl. I will see you tomorrow for batch chat. Oh, tomorrow? What is today? Oh, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for batch chat. And then I'm going to do a late night drag race. So stay up with me Friday night because I'm not going to be doing anything on Saturday or Sunday. I just need to take that time to just, relax, relate, and release. But I'm going to be doing like right after the show on the West Coast. I'll be doing a late night reunion for Drag Race. So hope to see you there. The lives turn into other things. So who knows what it's going to be. But anyway, thank you for spending time. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go check out my other videos. See if there's something there that you would like, or enjoy. You never know. I got a lot of content on here for you all. And I'm sure you'll see something else that you enjoy. Thank you again for your time. It means the world to me. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah. Bye, my love. Oh, I am shining. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, the back chat is tomorrow at 12. I want to put it up right now. Love y'all. Shining, yeah. Hey.